We are doing a Patriots Alaska cruise this summer, along with Mike Gallagher, Jennifer Horn, and my guest, Joe Piscopo. Please welcome Super Joe Piscopo. Joe, how are you?
Hey, Larry, great to see you, my friend. How are you?
I'm doing great. The cruise, just text the word travel to 94878, travel 94878. Reserve your cabin today. We sail August 16 to the 23rd. Joe, have you been to Alaska?
I've never been. I don't go outside of New Jersey. I'm making a point. No, actually, I don't even know what exit Alaska is, Larry. So I've never been, but people tell me how magnificent it really is.
Well, Joe, I've been there several times. The first time was 1977, and you'll appreciate this. I was there in October.
Wow.
The Dodgers were playing the New York Yankees. Reggie Jackson, 3 home runs, same game, 3 swings, 3 different pitches. I was sick.
Don't do it. Don't do it, man. You were in Alaska. And you were trying to get reception on TV, right?
Yeah, and I got it. I got the game, but I'm a guy. This guy got up, three different pitches, 3 different pitchers, and just smacked the ball. I mean, I don't think I've ever been more ill in my life.
Yeah, well, I'm a Yankee fan, and I used to go when I went to the improvisation, 44th and 9th, Hell's Kitchen, late 70s. You couldn't walk the streets. You think New York's bad now, man? You should have seen it back then. And so what we would do, we'd sneak Yankee Stadium around that time, and then we'd be in the bleachers, and toward the end of the game, people were thinning out. We'd go right down, by the dugout. We'd watch Reggie Jackson play. And his hands were so huge. I'm a baseball guy. Forgive me, Larry.
Yeah.
And the power of that man, I'm telling you, was something to see. Then I got to be friends with him later. So I'm sorry that you weren't happy in Alaska, but we were very happy about it.
Well, as long as we're on the topic, you probably heard that Pete Rose has now been removed from the permanent ban list by Major League Baseball. He, of course, is now dead. And from the Shoeless Joe Jackson also has now been restored. He can be voted to the Hall of Fame, and a bunch of other players as well. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, I think Pete Rose deserves it. I don't want to hear it. Someone of that caliber, and I go, with Bart Giamatti and all some really great people that made the decisions on Pete Rose's life. Someone of that magnitude, Larry Elder. I don't know, all around. I'm a big DiMaggio fan. Derek Jeter, I'm a Yankee guy, but Pete Rose was magnificent, and they should have never not put him into the Hall of Fame. Did Donald Trump make that decision, by the way?
No, Donald Trump tweeted about it, and as you know, kind of told Major League Baseball to restore him. I think it's a Trump effect, Joe. I mean, he's had so much effect on so many different things. I don't think Major League Baseball is going to say, well, Donald Trump is what forced us to do it. But clearly, Donald Trump put it out there, and I think probably baseball was inundated with letters from people saying, put this man in the Hall of Fame, or at least let the baseball writers vote for him.
Yeah, you know what? So many of us, never for the grace of God, go all of us, when we accuse somebody of doing something. Donald Trump is a living example of staying with it, of fighting back. And when I see him in Saudi Arabia now, in front of all the Saudis, and then giving him a magnificent reception, they know what he went through. They know how they try to put him down. They know about Fannie Willis and Tish James. They know about Jack Smith. They know about Mar-a-Lago. They say, look at this guy. They know about the 2 assassination attempts. And when he steps up on that stage, they go, wow, if he went through this, the international respect that we have right now, today, Larry, is magnificent. And your point is so magnificently taken. They see Donald Trump. They see maybe he's got some flaws, but you know what? Look at him, guy. Look at this guy leading America the way he's leading America. And it translates to somebody like Pete Rose, who should be in the Baseball Hall of Fame.
Yeah, all the stuff Trump has gone through, and the man is still standing. Joe, you've not been known as a political guy for most of your career, and now you talk about all sorts of things, including, of course, politics. Have you lost any of your fan base because people feel you're too closely aligned to Republicans and to Donald Trump?
Not the fan base, but and again, look it. I'm not on the A list in Hollywood. I'm not on the B list. I'm not even on the wait list, Larry. I mean, so, please. And it was like, I just never gelled the way I should have. My own fault, my own journey. I don't play the game very well. I'm very real. I'm very honest. I'm very upfront. I can't schmooze very well, although in the business. So I stayed home in Jersey. And then when Salem came to me, and they said, you want to go do a morning show? I said, wow, I do politics because I'm a political junkie. I love it. Loved you. I've been a Larry Elder fan my whole life, man. I mean, you wrote the book. You blazed the path for so many of us, Larry Elder.
Thank you.
So now people, it's ironic. It's not the fans, the business nailing my coffin. Fans I think I'm more busier than ever now, because I think they see I'm honest. And I'm not crazy right wing. I'm not crazy left wing. I gotta just kind of take it down right center. I believe in God. I believe in country. I believe in family. And you'd be surprised how many millions of people actually believe in those things. I talk about going to church. I'm talking about my faith. I'm able to do it on Salem Media. And I think I've gathered more fans than I had before, honestly, on the radio.
Well, Joe, we got about 90 seconds left. I got to tell the story that I tell one way, you tell another way, but I'm telling it the accurate way. 2016, Joe and I are in Cleveland at the RNC convention where Donald Trump was nominated. There's this big party. You have to have a ticket to get in. I don't have a ticket. Joe doesn't have a ticket, but Joe said, let's go. I said, Joe, I don't have a ticket. He said, all right, I'll get in. I'll get us in. We're walking, and everybody's stopping, talking to Joe. It's like being with the mayor of Cleveland. And finally, we get up to the room where the party is. We go in. Guy at the desk goes, hey, Joe, how are you? And Joe says, hey, I'm great. You got a ticket? He goes, no, I don't have a ticket. Not a problem. Who's this guy with you? Joe goes, never saw him before. I didn't get into the party. Joe says, I'll bring you something to eat. Just stand there. I'll bring you a doggy bag. I didn't get into the party. Who's this guy? Don't know. Never saw him before. He's been tagging around. Get rid of him. Throw him out of here.
And Larry never played the race card. I really appreciate that. Yeah, it was great. I love you, man. Alaska, I can't wait. Travelwithsalem.com. It's all Alaska with Larry and Mike Gallagher and Jen Horn and Piscopo.
Travelwithsalem.com. For me, text the word travel 94878. And again, it'll be along with Mike Gallagher, Jennifer Horn, and of course, Super Joe Piscopo. Joe, I think we may do a duet. I may have to whip out my Satchmo by Louis Armstrong. And I think to myself, I may have to do it. We did it out here in L.A. at Vitello's.
And you crushed it on stage. It's Piscopo as Frank Sinatra, Larry Elder as Louis Armstrong. Don't miss it. Travelwithsalem.com. I am so there, Larry.
Super Joe, thank you very much. I'll see you soon.
Love you, man.
God bless. And so Joe and I sang a duet at Vitello's, a club here in L.A. And I had to remind Joe, I said, Joe, you know what this club is famous for? He goes, no. I said, it's where Robert Blake had his meal before he allegedly shot his ex-wife, for which he was prosecuted and found not guilty. There was a civil trial. He was found unanimously liable, but he somehow, some way escaped being held criminally liable for the death of his wife. And he said, I had no idea. I said, yeah, a lot of karma here. 888-971-SAGE, 888-971-7243. Do not leave town.